guys, it's Mina here again, and you're welcome to the arena. And yeah, once again, I wouldn't be here by myself, or I'm not here by myself. I'm here with a friend, a brother, a professor in the making, an academic, a communicationist. This guy is like an all rounder. But he said I should not cast him too much, so I'll just I'll just stop there. So here's Femi, Baba Femi. He likes that Baba, Baba Femi Obideyi. Hi Femi, how you doing?
Hi, Mina. How are you?
I'm
And
fine.
you're looking good,
Thank you so much.
as
Thank
always.
you. You're welcome to the arena.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. So now you're giving me is an OAP. So it's giving me OAP voice. Okay. And yeah, one of the reasons I brought Femi here today is because Femi is a really good listener, and what I would like to speak about is along the lines of, listening and all of that. And I think that he's actually the best person to speak about this. So Femi, I've hyped you now that you're a good listener. Do you even think you're a good listener?
Well, to a very great extent, I think I am,
Mm.
because I have the qualities or those characteristics that you would, look forward to when you want to talk to someone.
Uh,
So I think I am a good listener.
Okay. I feel like people that are watching and then they've probably spoken to you about something like, this guy is capping.
Right? Well,
So,
they might have
okay.
that.
So you said that you have the qualities, right? So I'm just going to ask you some things
Okay.
and see maybe you did not shoot yourself in the leg.
Of course.
What do you think? What do you think are the qualities of a good listener? Like you said, you're a good listener. You have the qualities. What are those qualities that you think you have?
Okay. The very first one I would like to say or talk about would be, to actually listen, and that involves you having, all your attention on the person who is speaking to you, and that would also mean that you avoid distractions
Okay.
a lot of the times, because we're in a generation of phones and gadgets, and we can be very very busy when people are even talking to us. So I know, when I listen, using myself as an example, because I already said I'm a good listener, what I do is to try to put the distractions away, the
Okay.
phones, the gadget, or any other side distractions that might come. Another thing I look out for, are the non-verbal cues.
Okay.
I try to, as much as possible, look into your eyes, make sure that there's eye contact as much as possible.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's really important, because there are some things that you might not feel comfortable to say, or when you're reaching that point where you're not very comfortable to say some things to me, then maybe I can step in at that point and reassure you. Another thing that I do, is try to listen without judging the person, or without looking out to give a response or a solution. I'm not listening to you, so I want to give you a solution.
Okay.
I just want to listen to you talk. I want to hear you. I want to feel what you're trying to pass across first. I'm not listening to answer you. Do you understand? Because
Okay.
most of the times when people talk to you, they just want to, have somebody to talk to, somebody who can just listen. This is what I'm going through. This is what I want to let off my mind, and I'm looking for that person who can accommodate and take all of those things in. So what I do is to allow you talk, and I think, those are some of the qualities,
Okay. I
that I
like
possess.
I like how you kept emphasizing on what I do, what I do, what I do.
Yeah.
I really hope that people watching you will not come for you and be like, Femi, you're lying.
Well, they're free to do that. We could have different perspectives. I think another perspective to it is
Okay.
that some people don't even know how to, or what to look forward to because of maybe the experiences they've had. For example, if you've been talking to people and they've always been in the attitude of, or having that, I don't really care feeling. There is a way that affects the way that you see everyone as well. So when you see people who are not, giving you that, in some instances again, when you see people who are not giving you that same vibe, you might feel they're not listening to you, but now maybe there's a way that you do the wrong things so often that
Yeah.
it becomes like the right
The
thing to
normal
you.
thing,
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
yeah.
So you have to watch out for those things as well, to make sure you're actually someone who knows how to talk and what to expect when you want to talk to people, or when you want them to listen to you.
Okay, I feel like yeah, in just this few minutes I've learned plenty things. So Femi, it seems like you said a lot of things in just a few minutes. But just to reiterate the things you said, yeah, you said part of the qualities of a good listener that you are, oh, that you said you are,
Abby.
is the fact that you pay attention,
Definitely.
you put away distractions.
Yes.
That's like really standing out to me, Sha. For you to consider phones and gadgets as distractions. But that's another thing for another day, Sha. And then you said something that struck out to me. You said you always put into consideration both verbal and non-verbal cues.
Yes, definitely.
And it made me wonder, are you single? Hmm? Are you, or there's something, because it felt like you were talking from experience, you know?
Well, maybe because I talk, I am not, an outgoing person. I have a reserved personality, but of course I do try to talk to. I have friends I talk to, and they talk to
dodge
me.
our question. Yeah, dodge our question.
Okay.
Are you single? You single? Are you no single?
Okay, well, I know say for this conversation now, person will ask me say, "Oh, this listen, where is Abi listen?"
Have you?
And I know that person would ask that question, but of course I'm single. Yeah, I am.
So you're single, but
Yeah.
you're listening to people. You know, there are some guys that
I'm a good friend.
there are some
You should-
guys that they are single, but they'll be like, "I'm here for you. I'm here for you if you need anything."
They show that
So
to
are you?
Lino.
Are you? Yeah,
I
the
am
show
a good
that.
shoulder to Lino.
That show that likes to spoil relationship.
No,
but
I'm not that one.
let's just stop there. Let's stop
Okay.
there. So would you consider yourself, having all of those qualities as someone who is empathetic while listening? Like, do you usually put yourself in the speaker's shoes when they're trying to tell you about their issues? Do you do that?
Well, I try as much as possible. Personally, I believe like my theory is that you never can be in that person's shoes because as individuals, we react to situations differently. The way you would react, would not be the same way I would react given the same challenges.
Okay.
Exactly the same challenges, we would react differently. And because of that, I can't claim to know exactly how you feel or how you are in a situation. Do you understand? But what I can do is to allow you talk or paint your scenario or describe what your shoe or wearing that shoe feels like to me.
As far shoulder to lean on, you get that kind of thing. So when the person is painting their scenario, what are you doing to understand them? What are you doing exactly?
Well, what I'm doing,
Since you said you can't be in their shoes.
yeah, I can't be in their shoes, but of course when they talk, I listen, and that's what I mentioned earlier. You not listening to them to draw out solutions or not necessarily to prefer solutions to their problems or for you to judge them. So you try as much as possible while being empathetic, and listening, to not, judge them or say, oh, so this is your situation, and try as much as possible as well not to get dragged into
Okay.
that conversation, into that scenario being painted so much that you now begin to look at those persons in a particular light or in a particular frame. So
Okay.
that clouds, your judgment, and you
yes.
begin to,
So
judge
that
them.
means you should try to separate the problem from the person.
Exactly.
Right? Like
exactly.
if somebody tells you now that, Femi, I have one problem, I go rob yesterday.
Oh, that was loud.
It be like say they catch us, so something like that.
That sounds like a
Will
you problem.
Will you celebrate? I say celebrate. Will you separate the problem from the person?
I could just tell you, see, that one now you problem sounds like a you problem. You would have to deal with that. But no, on a lighter note, well, I would just listen to what you're telling me. I just want to hear you. I just want to listen to you, basically.
But after listening, I report to person.
But I know this.
Okay, and that even brings me to the next thing I'm actually thinking of. This thing where you say a problem shared is half solved. So you think that that's still a thing right now? Do you think that a problem shared is half solved? Because I think right now a problem shared is the next WhatsApp status, Instagram story, or Snapchat snap, or even TikTok updates. So what do you think about it?
Well, for me, I'll think that a problem shared is always half solved. If you have quality people who you're sharing with, if you have
Okay.
quality people, I think the problem now is that we have a lot of low quality people. you might be low quality yourself. So you need to do a lot of work.
Why are
need
you
to check.
saying you're saying you? I know. What about you?
No, my friends talk to me. I listen to them, and I don't share
True.
their problems or their issues on my WhatsApp status. I don't
just-
go to
I just
Instagram.
remembered you're the shoulder to lean on.
Right, right. And I don't
Okay.
share the problems on Instagram, and I don't send it to Instablog. I don't send it to Tunde and Not. I don't.
Okay, so that means we should be secretive at least and have quality.
Yeah, when people talk to you about confidential stuff, you should keep it confidential.
Now, what you're trying to tell us now is that some people are not quality. Like you can't talk to some people. You have to select. You have to cherry pick.
Not
right?
true now. Not true now. Some people are not quality and they know it. So
What even makes you feel like some people are quality and some people are not quality? Like what's a quality person?
because we've been seeing instances where people's gists are flying everywhere, quality people wouldn't do that.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, but you know that there are some people that like when something is wrong with them, like when they have issues, it could be like, oh, my mental health, I need someone to talk to, I need someone to lean on and all of that. So they just talk to anybody. So what would you say about that?
I think for that one there has to be a balance,
Okay.
between who you talk to and the persons you're talking to.
Okay.
As well. You yourself, you have a thing to do. You have responsibilities. Yourself, I think I mentioned earlier, people are now like weaker, in terms of emotionally. A lot of persons are weak, and there's some things, it's not everything you decide to say. There are some things, or there are some times that you keep some things in, let things simmer first before, you say some things. While some things,
What if someone cannot handle it?
you should,
Gen Z, mental health.
and that's why I said you need to build yourself. People have weak mentality now. It's
Wow.
and it's everywhere.
That's a strong word. If you say weak,
Yes,
weak.
weak.
I feel like you're entering some people.
If it's your table, I'm sorry, but I have to break it.
Okay.
But you need to do better yourself. Work on yourself. Make sure that you can handle your own problems, because individually first, you should be able to, handle yourself.
Yes.
So that you don't go about pushing your problems on everyone who might not be able to handle it. Do you understand? So there is a place where you don't have to talk to everyone. You have to select the kind of people you talk to. You also have to give them a trial period where, you must have tried and tested this person. Is not somebody that I can tell some stuff to. You should know the people in your clan, in your group of friends, you can say some actual things to, that would, help you. And some that you can't even mention to, because you will find your gist on somebody's anonymous.
True.
Yeah, so that's
that
it.
means you need to like
There should be a balance.
you need to be sure that they can handle whatever you want to tell them.
Exactly.
Not that
exactly.
do now like guys, I have one friend like that. That's what they usually used to start. A friend of mine. So
Right.
basically, meaning the person that is sharing information also has a responsibility to be responsible.
Yes,
and,
exactly.
and do some things on
Yes,
their own.
I actually think that, a lot of the things that people share these days, some of them are not supposed to be shared.
Yes,
but,
yes. That's a discussion for another time.
Maybe we'll
because
have
people
that
be
one.
like, freedom of speech, everybody can say whatever and all of that. But
Yeah.
Femi, thank you so much. You've said so much, and I personally have learned so much because I like to share and I like to listen. So I know what to do as a sharer and as a listener, and I'm
Of
sure a lot
course.
of people also know what to do while sharing and while listening. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you very much for
Yeah.
bringing me on Arena with
Yeah,
Thank you
our
very much.
our professor in view.
Well, of course, in view. One day we'll get
Yeah.
there.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for staying with us up to the end of this session. You already heard it all from Femi. Please learn to be a better listener, an empathetic listener, and also be careful the things you share. Make sure you share to quality people. Remember that this is just all about us becoming the best version of ourselves. So guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Till I come your way next time, I'm Mina, and this is...
Baba for me.
Yeah, I like what you said, Baba for me. Thank you guys so much. See you. Bye. Seems you're talking from experience. You single? I know.
We started rolling.
I don't